Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Kid 05. This is episode 18 in my spoken word series. Um, Today I wanted to talk about reason, and the reason I'm talking about the word reason today is because I've been noticing a lot that people really don't have a reason to do some of the things they do. They don't have a purpose, something in life that they are striving for, a goal, something that makes them think to themselves and say, hey, you know what? This is what I want in life. And a lot of people who have these things, these goals, their reason for doing things, they aren't really pursuing them as heavily as they could. So I thought that maybe I would explain and try to help out, maybe, expound on easy ways to achieve your goals and easy ways to stay focused on your goals, you know, and I thought maybe I could try to help out with trying to get people to understand that there's always a good reason and there's also a bad reason to do things. Because I feel like people just don't quite have that understanding of reason, making sure that there is a purpose that you have in life. So I thought I would best use myself as an example today. Um, my life is not one of the best ones. It could be better. It could be worse. But one thing for sure is it's a life, A lot of people find that it's easy to think up a reason quick off the top of your head as to why you want to do something, and then all of a sudden it's like now that reason doesn't matter to you anymore. My goals currently in life are to finish college, to get my own place and get my driver's license. Those are my three main goals. My three main goals that I want to do in life, and I'm steadfastly trying to achieve them. I think that, and I know a lot of my videos have been very religious before, but I'm not saying I'm toning it down, but I'm trying to blend to both parties, believers and non-believers. So you got to stop and think, okay, well, you have a lot of these things that we have in life, like, okay, a lot of people think that it's okay to say their reason for doing things is only a reason that they understand and nobody else. That might be true, that you might only be the only person that understands the reason why you're doing something, but that doesn't mean that your reason was still correct. Now, like I said, I'm going to use myself as an example. Way back when I was about 18 years old, I had gotten my first girlfriend, and I had, well, technically it wasn't my first girlfriend, my first official girlfriend, but, and I had experienced drinking, and it's like people always talked about, oh, drinking is bad, it wasn't as bad as everyone thought it was going to, I thought it was going to be bad, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually quite enjoyable, actually. But my first girlfriend, I was with her for a while, and, well, those who I know, I only explained to them how that ended, but other than that, not really going to go into detail about that. But anyway, so when we were together, I felt something about her that nobody else felt. You know, I saw something in her no one else saw. My reason for being with her is because I truly loved her. We both were in love with each other. To me, she was beautiful. And I thought to myself, that's a good enough reason for me. But you have those outside parties who believe that, oh, there's another reason. Because of the type of person she was, my mom, she thought that I was going out with this girl because I was trying to make her mad, trying to make my mom mad. That's what she thought. You know, my mom didn't like her. But the thing is, I never really paid attention to that reason. Because see, here's the thing. Rule number one when it comes to reasoning. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is going to have a different reason to do things other than your reason. They may see you doing something differently in life that you might not see yourself doing. It might not make sense today, but I'm telling you now, this happens on a daily occasion, even in our politics. President Barack Obama may have in his mind a exact answer for shaping our economy, for taking care of the economy, but people around him may say, no, your reason for doing this is something else. The only thing you can do is carry out your goals and the things that you say you're going to do, and not pay attention to those hearsayers who are going to say anything. Another example that happened with me in life was my first experience with marijuana. Okay, weed, basically. A lot of people always say that people experiment with these drugs and stuff like that. Oh, so that way, they can escape reality. No, not necessarily. That might be someone else's understanding of why someone does it, but that wasn't my reason why I did it. I have this philosophy about life that the things you can enjoy them, but enjoy them in moderation. Because to over-enjoy something means that you're going to focus on that enjoyment that you have and never anything else. It's either get the best out of life or let life beat you. And I just couldn't let that happen. I decided I wanted the best out of life. So, I had met my friend Charles and Barron in high school. That's when I first tried it. And Charles and Barron, they were pretty cool friends. I'm not gonna lie. Charles was always there. If I needed somebody to talk to, he would always talk to me about God and stuff like that. See, that's not what God wants you to do, man. That's not. Barron, on the other hand, he was a believer just because his friend Charles was. Other than that, Barron, I don't even know. I mean, we used to chill. Now, we don't even say anything to each other on Facebook. I mean, I really don't care. It's on him. Whatever Barron wanted to do. But we were real cool. And I remember way back when when Barron and Charles, when we all were chilling and we were going out to prom. It was my senior prom, 12th grade. Actually, as a matter of fact, that's another good example. Because of the type of person I was in high school, everyone thought that I was going to go a little bit extrovert and extreme and everything like that. For prom, they thought I was going to bring out the hearse with the fog machine underneath the bottom, smoke coming all out. I pop up out of a coffin. Everybody thought I was going to actually do that, but I didn't. I didn't do that. I came in what, my mom wanted me to wear, but I mean, so, damn, sorry. So, my reason for doing that was because I just couldn't afford stuff like that they were thinking about. I mean, if I could afford it, I probably would do it, but my reason for going ahead and do that would be to just for a laugh, for enjoyment. It's in your prom. You only get one experience like this once in a lifetime. You don't get another experience like that. They're experiencing a life that people will never experience. Like I said, I'm gonna focus on me in this video and not, anyone else in my family, because there are a lot of people in my family who I believe have really stupid reasons why they do things. But as I stated before earlier in the video, we may say that their reason might be dumb, but it may be a reason that makes sense to them, and we just don't quite understand it. That's life. People do things and we don't understand why they do it. The only thing you can do is stop questioning things and just go forth and do it. But when Baron and Charles, after prom, they had bought some weed with them, and they were smoking while we were walking down near the end of harbor. And Baron and Charles was like, "All right, you've been ducking and dodging. Let's try not to smoke this blunt with us. Go on, smoke." I kept talking to Baron and Charles like, "Nah, man, I don't want to get no." And Charles was just like, "Nah, that's not gonna happen." I know people would be like, "Oh, peer pressure? Oh man, those are not friends." Nah, see, I'm actually glad they did have me do that, because then I got a good enjoyment out of life. And on my birthday and graduation party, I wound up having one of the best experiences of my life. I was high as hell, but I tell you, I had the best experience of my life. My family got a good laugh out of it. I got to see Baron and Charles before they went off to college. I never got to see him again. I find in life that the bond that we make with people, only inside of you can it last forever. Because on the outside, that doesn't mean that they're going to last always. I don't know if somewhere down the road something would have happened to me or my girl and we never see each other again. That's why you got to keep your bonds very strong, because once they're done, they're done. So, examine your reason why you decide to do certain things in life. Examine the reason why you believe it's okay for you to go ahead and do what you're doing. And examine why you believe that other people's reasons make no sense. And stop and try to look at things from their perspective. And see maybe if it's something that they're doing that makes sense to them. Stop and see it from their perspective. And see if it actually does make sense, because you never know. It might actually make sense. So thank you for taking this little bit of time out for me to share this information and my opinion about reasoning and why people do certain things that they do. Thank you.